I started my change challenges with Jamie last November. I want to say it was after Thanksgiving. We did the Fitness Challenge. And I was at a place in my life where I didn't really know where I fit in. I didn't know what exactly my purpose was. I had recently left my dream job where I really felt like God wanted me. I made that choice to leave my dream job just because it wasn't working for us, the shifts and the schedule and everything. So I knew that I was walking in obedience and choosing something for my family. But definitely kind of felt lost in the middle of it all in that transition. I went from working in a hospital as a labor and delivery nurse and NICU nurse to working as a nurse in an office, and I just didn't really feel it. And so I was feeling a little bit lost. I had a lot going on in my personal life. I was working through a lot of sorrow and grief in my heart. Long time ago, my husband and I had lived in Mexico at an orphanage, and we were in the process for 4 long years of trying to adopt a little guy that was living with us from when he was 6 months old. That ultimately fell through and nearly broke us. It was heartbreaking. We didn't have much time to say goodbye to him, and someone else ended up adopting him. So our lives were kind of turned upside down, and then just about 3 years ago, we were able to make contact with him again through Facebook, and it was just this really amazing, joyful time to just kind of see how he was doing. He was about 11 at that time, and see how he was growing up. It was just a little glimmer of hope and just kind of a gift. But then about a year after that, we found out that he took his life, and our world just kind of spiraled again, just the grief and the what ifs and all the questions that come with that kind of heartache. So here I was, starting a new job, trying to work through losing my little boy twice, and just all the feelings that come with that. I just kind of felt like, what was the meaning of all this? What on earth? How do I move on? How do I continue to love my family, my 2 awesome girls, and my husband the way that God designed me to, when I just felt so lost? And it was right around then that Jamie started reaching out to me and talking to me a little about the change program, and I didn't really understand exactly what it was. I thought it was strictly a workout type thing, and I thought, oh yeah, I totally need to get back on board. When I was working at the hospital, I was running 20 miles a week, and I kind of stepped away from that. So I signed up for my first challenge, which is actually the Fitness Challenge, not necessarily a change challenge format, but I really enjoyed it. And then after that, we got into the change challenge, and I was a little not ready for all the mindset talk and the looking inside and thinking about our real reason and who we want to be and who are we designed and purposed to be, the mottos and everything. I was like, yeah, that's all right. That's great for someone else. But I'm just going to do the workouts and listen to the nutrition stuff. But the more I started listening to the webinars, I started to realize that this really had something for me. And the more I started to apply some of the things that Jamie was talking about and really look into my life, I realized that nothing about my outward and the way that I love people and love my family is going to change until I deal with what's inside my heart and what's inside my head. So it was a big hurdle because I wasn't really willing to go there, and it hurt, and it wasn't fun. And I didn't want people to see my, what I call the backstage. A while back, a pastor of ours talked about how it's really easy for us to let people into our front stage, the front stage where you see all the pretty lights and the backdrops and the nice music, and everybody sees this wonderful view. But if you were to go in the backstage, you would see a mess and papers everywhere and water bottles and maybe some stuff that we would be like, yeah, we wish you didn't really see that part because we want you to see the front stage. Like tonight, you're seeing my backstage. We don't let people in. We don't let God in. We don't let change happen. And that's kind of where I was at. And through just the different challenges that I've done, I've been able to take a step back and really look at, what is my purpose? What am I doing? Is it important to have a healthy, fit body? Yeah. But to have a healthy mind and heart and a drive and a passion, that's where the money is. So I was able to take some of the stuff that Jamie was sharing through her webinars and through just the habits and the planning and everything that she addresses and really apply them and think about them. And I'm not saying that I've arrived by any means. I'm still transforming and changing. But it's been a key component to kind of reviving the person that's in me and knowing my purpose. Some of my favorite things about the Change Challenge would be the community of women that you're going to be plugged into through the page and through the small group. Honestly, nobody is negative and putting each other down. It's just such an uplifting environment where you can just kind of present your backstage and everybody understands it because we all are there. So living life with women that are going through the same stuff, have the same problems, have the same doubts, and then also, getting our sweat on and lifting some weights and having fun and encouraging each other that way. It's just simply amazing. And then the tools that you're given with Alicia and Jamie are totally applicable. They're nothing like foofy or irrelevant to our daily lives, but they're applicable and you can really, really see some gradual change in your life. I know that personally for me, a year ago, if I had said no to Jamie, I honestly don't know where I would be. I don't really like to look at that because I know where I'm heading and it's pretty darn amazing.